Today is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. Third green day in a row. I'm up about 120 bucks today, which is 4.6% for the day. Super solid green day for me. Almost all of it came from my first move. I got in on a pre-market breaking news move, and I made, I think, a little over 50 cents a share on that one move. I initially had broke the account into thirds. I was trying to do 3 moves this morning. That first move I got in with a third of my account, and it went really well. Being up green like that, I've told myself before that once I get above like 3 or 4%, I'm gonna like be done trading. But that was the first move right at 6 o'clock when I first got on. So I didn't want to just be done, but I was being hyper selective with getting into any further trades. I didn't really get in on any good setups after that. I was waiting around for more breaking news setups. There was quite a bit of movement going on in the charts that had already been moving for the morning, but I was waiting for another nice squeeze on breaking news. Didn't find any. I did, however, after the morning bell rung, I got in on a dip trade, and I did a 2/3 size move with one of the leading gappers on the day. A little bit of a dip trade, kind of retesting a previous set high. Didn't really work out. I went in with 2/3 size and I got out, and I think I made $6 on that trade. So basically a break-even trade, which is fine. Once I saw that it wasn't wanting to do what I was anticipating it might do, I just got out before I messed anything up. So good day, really solid Tuesday, 3 days in a row, super awesome. Let's try and make it for Wednesday morning. This is where I made my first move on Tuesday morning. The ticker INM. This is a 15-second chart. This is right at 6 a.m. Breaking news squeeze here. I first saw this chart during these initial candles right here. Once we had a nice pullback and then the break through this previous candle, I made my entry right here. Boom. This is around $3.70. Squeezed all the way up to 4, which is what I was expecting. Went through 4, tickled 425, and then settled back down into the 415, 420 range. I went ahead and sold at that range. That was a super solid move. I could have held a slightly longer for another candle, to wait for a true clear exit indicator. But that type of move right there is an A+ for me. Very happy with that. Perfect entry on that pullback. I should do this more often. This is where I made my second move of the day on Tuesday morning. Ticker ONMD. This again is a 15-second chart. This is a cheaper stock. It had been on the top gainer list most of the morning, and even as of this afternoon, I think it's the number 2 on the day. I couldn't find a nice way to make an entry on this stock most of the morning, so I just kind of left it alone. After the opening bell, it ended up having a couple nice squeezes here from the 60 cents into the 70s, and then it popped up to, I think this tickled 85 and a half cents right here, and then it settled in at 80 cents. I made an entry at the beginning of this candle here, which turned out to be a green doji. I was thinking there's going to be a little bit of a pullback and then another retest of that 85-cent mark. So I got in pretty early on this green doji candle here, went through another doji candle, and then this one, it became pretty obvious that it wasn't going to start roaring at that point. The MACD was starting to kind of curl over already, and after 2 or 3 solid candles worth of nothing much happening, I went ahead and made an exit. I think I made like $6 on this, which was like a half of a cent, something super small like that. But either way, I was hoping we were going to get a quick little bounce and I could snipe a few cents worth of profit off of a retest there, but it didn't end up happening.